Good morning. It is Saturday, November 21st. This morning I got up and I filmed my review of Tasha's Cauldron of Everything. About a 50-minute review, so I had to take a break in the middle of filming it for the camera to cool down. But it's done, and I'm getting footage imported for that now. And during the break I did probably the last of the painting that I can do on these figures, at least until they're assembled, so yeah, I'm moving the footage over to the computer now, once I get it set where it's importing into the editing software so that I can edit it either today, tomorrow, make sure I have the video up for this weekend. I'm start gluing the minis together. Fun. And I think I've got them all done. Admittedly, seeing only 6 minis in front of me it feels like, well, wasn't I painting a lot more than that? But once I assembled them, well, I mean, this little guy was 5 pieces. This one was 7. This one was 14. I guess 15 if you can count the clear part that I didn't paint. And I didn't glue the pole, so you could take them off the pole, take them off the base, make it easier to store, and gravity will hold them on when I use them. And I'll be probably at some point photographing these for the Instagram channel, because that's fun. Just some points. This guy, I had fun. I put X's on the eyes for the fish because it's funny. I basically wanted to do that from the beginning. It's like as I saw that fish and I look at those big eyes and I'm like, I want to just put X's like it's a dead fish. And then this one, I mean, of course, the base is finely detailed. I ended up having to actually mix some paints to add yellows and lighter yellows to the bottom, because I wanted him to... He has these big fins that look like sea turtle fins. And I was like, I wanted to at least push a little towards that whole, like, much lighter color on the bottom. Then the top shell is a much darker green. So, you know, he's like that. His underside is much brighter. So I was like, there's that alright. Really pulls out a lot of the detail in there. But yeah. So there's, and then I got one of my little sharks, my shark person and my zombie shark, and then a little mimic. Okay, handful of new minis done. I actually, you know, it's been months since I've painted minis, because when I started painting that, I got out of the habit. But the last ones I'd finished were these guys here. I still haven't taken pictures of them, because I need to clear off the shelf to do it. Anyways, that's some progress on that. I'm still just waiting for footage to import over here. And I'm at a kind of a weird spot. For the first time in a very long time, I'm like, well, what should I do? I mean, there's a few things. Like, I can take the pictures of those minis, and that'll take a little bit of time. So I got them all lined up, and I got the shelf cleared off to do so. So, yeah, the plan is to get that done today. I can edit a vlog. That'll take me 15 or 20 minutes. Given the next one I have to edit. But I'm waiting on the footage to import. And I've finished painting the minis. Now, I could, of course, I've selected an assortment of what are to be the next minis to paint. Great fun. But before I do that, I have a little clear table space. And so I'm like, you know what, let's actually, you know, I got the tree up last weekend. Let's get some decorations on it this weekend. Ooh, good. I was hoping I'd find this. And these look to be replacement bulbs, because this lights out, this lights out, this lights out. There were a few others. Quite a few that flicker, so I'm glad I have those. At least a few of them. So I'll do that, and yeah, let's get the tree decorated. Looking pretty. And I didn't have room for my nativity scene last year. I made room for it this year. My tree is decorated. You know, I've got many, many geeky, nerdy ornaments that I love. But this year I actually have some normal, more Christmassy ones and just some orbs as well. I mean, I have those. Last year, I was so late getting my Christmas tree up that it just didn't seem worth it putting that much effort into decorating it. But one of the points with trying to make sure I got it up nice and early was that it was worth putting the time in, probably a couple hours, into getting it all decorated, because I'll be able to enjoy it. I do love Christmas. And so I got my minis all photographed, as well as I did one for this painting, because this painting is a big part of the reason why it's been 4 or 5 months since I've posted anything on there. So kind of told a bit of the story with that too, and that allowed me to promote my book on my Instagram, which, I mean, I don't have a whole lot of followers on Instagram, but whatever, doesn't hurt. And then I have whatever pictures for the next, 7-8 days, something like that I could use. And then I checked over in the computer, and the files had finished importing, and I edited Tasha's Cauldron of Everything review, and I now have that exporting. I'm just going to assume it's going to take till tomorrow. Doesn't matter. To a large extent, you know, today hasn't been the most productive day. It's not over. But, you know, fair bit of it is. But the things that some of the things I did of being productive are very important. Getting that final video for this year done is awesome. I mean, it's good to have the tree decorated. I'm ready to move on to a new set of minis to paint. They'll have to be cleaned, primed, and then I can paint them. But, you know, got like dinosaurs, like a T-Rex whose head falls off because it's not glued on. But I'm like, why glue on extra bits and have to paint around things? Some of them come with things, like the bottom of the sky is glued on. Like, for some reason, with bones, like, some of them are just going to be partially or completely glued together. In general, not a fan. For one, just like, when you look at this thing, like, you can see the messy glue job that they did. I would not have done that messy of a job. Or if I did, I would feel it was my fault, and I wouldn't be mad at someone else for having done so. But yeah, so ready to start new minis, which my current game has a bit of a dinosaur theme to it. So I want to try and get several of these done ASAP. I got a few weeks, 1 or 2, before they're back to where the dinosaurs are, but I've been using little cardboard pawns for them. I would love to, when they get back there, pull out awesome looking minis. And having done a fair bit today, I'm like, alright, well, time to start wrapping up the day. What am I going to have for dinner? And I look around and I can't find anything. Partially because I cleaned the oven yesterday and I got it mostly wiped down, but there's still a little bit of ash in there, and it's just going to take me time before I'll feel like finishing it. Plus, the oven rack is still dirty. So I need to finish cleaning it before I cook in it and therefore bake things back on, making problems worse. Plus, I was going to say I don't have a lot of food, but like, clearly I have a lot of food. I am missing like one thing from a lot of things I would prepare, like one ingredient from various different meals. So I'm going to take a trip up to Aldi, probably stop somewhere and get some fast food on the way home. That way, easy solution for tonight, plus figuring out food for days moving forward. And I even got another video edited before the night was through. Doing pretty well. And I got all the bones for my next batch to paint washed. You know, soap and water and a toothbrush, and scrub them up, basically to get rid of the mold release or whatever is on them, so that the paint will adhere. Because, you know, the next step is painting them all black. Not a bad day. My brain's telling me I have work tomorrow, but I don't. Tomorrow's Sunday. So I took off on Friday again. It's nice. But, I'm worn, exhausted. So I'm gonna go to bed. Thank you for joining me, and join me as my journey continues. Bye.